people, we got some banging news and update for Jump Forces, or is it Jump Force? No, it's Force, right? It sounds better as Forces. Just call it Jump Forces. Whatever. Jump Force, we got some new character additions. Now, as it stands right now, we have quite a few characters that have been announced, of course, from the initial trailer that blew everyone out the water. When we saw that trailer, it was like, I wish people had the same reaction for J-Stars. You know, J-Stars Victory Versus. When that game came out, I wish it had the same reaction that Jump Force had when we got that trailer and everything, because it was just like, holy cow, everybody was just non-stop talking about it. Still, everybody can't stop talking and waiting and wishing like, yo, we need this game right now. Of course, we know that Goku's in it. Of course, we know Luffy, Naruto. We don't know if he's playable. To my understanding, he's not playable. Light and Ryuk from Death Note, we've seen them in the trailer, but they're probably just going to be villains that you play against. I don't think they're going to be playable. It would be nice, even if they're just support. I would like to play as them or whatever. Then, of course, we had, I think, the trailer where we've seen Sasuke and Zoro. So we've seen quite a few, and it seems as though they're going a similar route, which it is a little bit disappointing to me that they're not going to be having that much characters per series, similar to J-Stars Victory Versus, where it was kind of like, yeah, about 3 characters, sometimes 2 per series. So far, it seems as though, like with Naruto, we'll have Naruto, Sasuke, and maybe one other one. With One Piece, we'll probably have Luffy, Zoro, probably another one. So it seems as though they're going about like the 3 characters. Honestly, I thought it would have been dope to have at least 5 or 6 characters per series. I think I said this before, I'm not sure, but I definitely would love to see, like, let's get the 3 to 4 main characters, because you know every series usually has about those 3 or 4 main guys that everybody loves, and then maybe have 1 or 2 of the main villains. So like, you know, if we go, for example, like from what we got so far with Bleach, we have Ichigo, Rukia, and Aizen. So we got 3 characters from Bleach. I would have liked maybe Ichigo, Rukia, Renji, and Uryu, and then Aizen and Bak, something like that. That would have been my ideal wish list for this game. Now, of course, we don't know what they're planning as far as DLC goes, because this is a game where DLC will go a long way. People will love, we get the game and we have these characters, and oh yeah, we're putting Bak in the game now. Oh yeah, we're putting this one and that one. So we gotta wait and see for that, because again, of course, like I said, we had the announcement that we have some Bleach characters, which it looks hella fun. It looks hella good, the graphics and everything. And then we see that they're putting our characters in realistic stages. Like, there's been a lot of different places that are iconic real world places that are the levels that you play on in this game. And now with the latest announcement, I'm excited. I knew they were going to have to. Come on, bro. Like, this is a GOAT series. I'm hoping that they continue to add more of the GOATs in there. I want to see Yu Hakusho. But with this one, we got a Hunter x Hunter announcement for Jump Force, and they're changing it up a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, in J-Stars Victory Versus, we got Gon, Killua, and then Hisoka was a support, if I'm not mistaken. Those were the characters we got. But with this announcement, from what we got so far for Hunter x Hunter, again, there could be more coming. There could be DLC down the road. I'm not sure how they're going to handle this. But as of right now, the announcements that we got for the characters from Hunter x Hunter are Gon, Hisoka, and Adult Gon will be in there. I don't know if he's going to be a separate playable character, or if that's going to be Gon's ultimate, where, you know, the big adult looking form with his hair standing or whatever. They're all going to be in there. I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about this, because it's cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm disappointed that there was no Killua announcement. I love playing as Killua in J-Stars Victory Versus. Like, he was just so much fun, the maneuvers, and he's a staple character of Hunter x Hunter. He's one of the popular ones. So I'm a little bit, I guess, wondering why they didn't. I don't know if they just, if this is the reason why they're limiting the amount of characters they're putting per series, is because they really want to focus on the controls and having the characters feel like their own move set and having them have their own thing and making the game a little bit more of complexity to it. I'd be fine with that. If that's the reason why we're not getting a hayload of characters of just like, bam, no, 10 characters per series or whatever, cool, whatever. If it makes the game, or makes for a better game, I'm fine with that. Because again, I'm like, yo, where's my Killua? Where's my Kurapika? I'm just saying. But it seems as though they're plucking like the most popular characters, especially from the West, because this whole game 100% just feels straight up like it is catering to the West. I mean, the trailers that they put out, having Light as a big deal. Like, don't get me wrong, Note, Death Note, legendary series, humongous series, but in Japan, to them, that's probably already kind of like old school in a way. Like, that's not a big deal. In the West, Death Note is a legend that people don't give a rat's butthole about. They want it. You know what I'm saying? We just got even though it was a very poor adaptation, but we just got a Death Note live action film not that long ago, the one from Netflix. Again, it was get it out of here. But nevertheless, that showcases just the interest that there is in the West for things like that. So maybe the reason why they put those characters in particular is either by polling or some type of data that they have on who are the most popular characters. Obviously, the face of the show is going to be one of the most popular. It's just factual. Like the main character Gon, the main character Naruto, Luffy, Ichigo. Of course, they're going to have those characters as like, they have to be there. They're the face. They are one of the most popular, if not the most popular of their respective series. And Hisoka, I know for sure from all the memes, everybody constantly talking, he's definitely a huge character in the West. I'm not sure in Japan. He probably is as well in Japan, but I know for a fact that he is a humongous character and one of the most popular. I'm just kind of like, I would have loved Kirawa and Kurapika. Leodio's an awesome character, but I don't know if I'd be that, like, going crazy. Like, I gotta play as Leodio in Jump Force, so I understand the exclusion of Leodio, but I'm like, yo, and this isn't meant to complain, because honestly, this is awesome news. Jump Force with every announcement. I feel like I'm back in the days, you know, getting excited about the J-Stars announcements, except Jump Force is on a whole other level. It looks better. It does look like it's a bit more cleaned up of J-Stars. Again, it's not identical to J-Stars. I'm just hoping that, and I've said this before, we don't have that same type of kickback, because when J-Stars was first announced, everybody was pretty hype. It wasn't on the same mainstream level of excitement as Jump Force, but J-Stars was really hype, and a lot of people knew that it was a fun game. I mean, for crying out loud, the late great XXX Tentacion was on that game. You know, you never knew that, right? So it was a really cool game for the culture, and this is on a whole other level, and getting people like, you know, the Hunter x Hunter characters, the Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball, you know, it's shaping up that they're giving us the characters that they know we love. So I don't expect, like, you know, getting the Hunter x Hunter characters awesome, but I don't expect to see a lot of the low-key characters that we got in J-Stars, unless it's a desperate attempt at adding just more characters so that we can have a bigger roster. I don't expect to see like the baby, the crazy looking baby. I don't really expect to see him in this game, just because, again, it seems like everything is targeted towards the Western audience. So I don't expect to see the baby. I don't expect to see a lot of those characters that we've seen in there. I do want to see some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in there, I'm just saying. But also, another announcement coming out of this for the Hunter x Hunter characters is that we are going to be having New York, not York New York, as the playable stage, or one of the playable stages. I'm imagining that's going to be connected to Hunter x Hunter, because there's an arc and a city in the Hunter x Hunter world called York New, which it's a play on New York, and that's probably why they connected it there. And like I've been saying with Jump Force, they're adding real world places as stages and maps to play on. So this is just another case of like, okay, this is the stage that they're playing on. So there was a little bit of confusion, people saying it's not New York, it's York New. No, this is actually New York. This is not York New, although I personally would have been fine with like a really beautifully done York New City, and that's where we fight on. I'm just saying, I don't think we got that with J-Stars. J-Stars had a couple of really notable places like Konoha or whatever, but it was just not really done nicely. So they're putting these realistic looking stages, and overall, I gotta lie, I'm excited, baby. Let me get that going. Let me get that powered up going. There's probably gonna be a kickback to it, similar to with Bleach and J-Stars. I remember if you went with Ichigo and you did Final Getsuga Tensho, it was a one-hit KO. If you hit them, they die, but also you lose a life as well. So maybe it'll be the case like that as well with Gon. Maybe it'll be like you'll smash your opponent and knock him out completely, but possibly you'll lose a life and Gon will die right there if you use that technique. That's what I'm imagining is going to happen with that. Hisoka, I don't know what they're going to do with him, but I'm expecting craziness. And yeah, this is exciting news. Kind of curious what you guys think. Do you think we'll be getting any more announcements maybe down the road, or DLC for other characters from each respective series? Like, let's just say if we're only going to get Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, which I think probably One Piece again will have the most characters, and Dragon Ball probably have the most, and Naruto. Like, the bigger ones will probably have more characters than the smaller series. So those series probably have like 5 characters each, and then we'll have, which it's technically 2, even though Gon and Adult Gon are like, you know, different, or I don't know again if that's just confirming his transformation or they're going to be two different playables, whatever. I hope it's just his transformation, but then that leaves us only having two Hunter Hunters. Where's Killua and Kurapika? Would you have rather had Killua and Kurapika instead of the adult Gon? Now, I ain't gonna lie, I want adult Gon, okay, but I also would like them either added on later as DLC or maybe more announcements. And your overall excitement for this Hunter Hunter added to Jump Force, baby, I ain't gonna lie, this is exciting. But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, stalk my Facebook, follow me on Twitch, and hit the bell to get all notifications. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day.
We make a major move, laugh and let the haters lose. We don't give a fuck, virginity intact, clean stack. Paper rules, if you heard it, best believe that. But now it's whatever, one day I'll be your favorite, but never. No matter how you get it done.